shit you don't even try. You'd rather debate over different types of clothes and shoes and who has the better style. At home, you complain constantly about the guidelines that your parents set forth for you to follow, even though that they're only there to help protect you and send you down a better path than the one that they just got off of. In these streets, you call each other niggas and hoes, chanting, running through the six with my woes. And then you have the audacity to believe that we are progressing as a people? Well, you're wrong. Because the last of the great African Americans died off years ago, died off decades ago, died off centuries ago. We are the first generation of black people that had nothing to truly stand for. Well, except for the platform we created. And I'm not talking about 9 3/4. I'm talking about the one where we are out here slaying our sons and sexually exploiting our daughters now. Some of you may be thinking that this is not completely true. Well, for the majority of this minority population, it might as well be 100% fact. Because we haven't changed a thing. People died for us to have rights. Rights that none of you will be able to truly comprehend because when most of you turn 18, the only time you will vote is when you're scribbling your homegirl's name on a scrap piece of paper to toss in the ballot box for prom queen. The only time you will fight is when there's a possibility you're going to come out holding a new pair of Nike and a couple of concert tickets. The only time you will stand next to your brothers and sisters is when you are in line outside of Foot Locker at midnight, waiting for the newest pair of Jordans to be released, happening in 3, 2, 1. But then you never get them because you've been shot down by a gun. And please, do not fall victim to American society. Trayvon Martin and Mike Brown, they weren't just accidents and misunderstandings. Eric Garner and Mark T. Johnson weren't just situations that got out of hand. America is on a killing spree. They're trying to silence us, and it seems to be working because most of you just worry about how many followers you can accumulate on your social media accounts within a 24-hour period. We are silencing ourselves because the music we recently produce, it is as ignorant as ever, and it is suppressing our intelligence. And when we do stop and pay attention to what is going on in the world, we don't do much. We march, we protest here and there, we record the violence everywhere, but what do we do the next day? And don't think just because our president is half black means that society is going to change its ways. They obviously view us as nothing more than filthy animals. Yet, our ancestors were forced to come here, kidnapped from the motherland, hauled in waves across the Atlantic, and forced to build this country from the ground up, even though it would one day just break down, turning its back on us, making us endangered. Back then, Willie Lynch said you kill a nigga with a noose. Nowadays, every time I think about a cop, I think they say, next time I see a nigga, I'm gonna shoot. And then that word, how do we think the word nigga can be used to express any type of love and affection? Because 9 times out of 10, if a white person seriously called you that right now, you would be ready to throw hands. That was one of the first words that a black youth heard as they finally got the chance to roam through the halls of a white institution. It was just one of the last words that a black man heard as he was being hung from the highest branch in the middle of a forest just less than half a mile away from his family. And that is a word that will stay with us forever as long as we give it this positive connotation. My brothers, my sisters, dare I say my family, we have been hurt and we have been broken, yet the people in this generation seem to think that the truth should just go unspoken, just a skeleton in a closet waiting for its own bones to turn to dust, not knowing that it is too late to realize that society is out here killing us, taking us down from the inside, destroying the last few drops of our pride. No matter how poetically you think you can string these words together, you must stand, unite together, and realize that we are a young black society. And we are on the verge of extinction. Thank you.